Hi everyone. In today's class, we are going to see about metal spinning. So, we are going to discuss about the following things: what is metal spinning, process of metal spinning, merits and demerits of metal spinning, applications of metal spinning. What is metal spinning? Metal spinning, also known as spin forming or spinning or metal turning, most commonly is a metal working process by which a disc or tube of metal is rotated at high speed and formed into an axially symmetric part. Spinning can be performed by hand or by a CNC lathe. So if you want it to be automated, you can use CNC lathe, or if you want it to be a manual method, you can generally use your hand. Metal spinning does not involve removal of material as in conventional wood or metal turning, but forming of sheet metal over an existing shape. So as it is not a material removal process. Okay, so it forms a shape based on the existing material. So this is a diagram for metal spinning. So it is like a lathe machine. It has a headstock and tailstock. It is a lathe machine. It has a headstock and a tailstock. In lathe machine, we have a chuck where the chuck rotates, and in the chuck we'll be placing our workpiece. Okay. So same as this, in the headstock there is a spindle, and in the spindle instead of chuck we are going to place a mandrel. Okay. So mandrel is nothing but it can be called as a mandrel or a die or a blank or mail form, anything. Okay. So this is the sheet metal. This can be called as a disc or tube or sheet metal, anything. So anything can be placed here. This is the tailstock. Tailstock is used to support the sheet metal, and it is placed and it is fixed using a clamp. Okay, this is called as a roller tool to apply the pressure. So to apply the pressure to the sheet metal, roller tool is used. So in spinning, a rotating disc of sheet metal. So this is the rotating disc. Okay, this is called as a disc or anything. Okay, the rotating disc of sheet metal is formed over a male form. So this is the male form, the existing shape. So it is like a die or man. It is also called as a mandrel. It has the existing shape, and the disc is rotated with the mandrel. Okay, is formed over a male form of wood or metal. It can be of wood or metal by applying the localized pressure. Okay, we are going to apply the localized pressure using the roller tool. Okay, this can be automated using a CNC lathe. Localized pressure to the outside of the disc, by means of a simple round-ended wood or metal tool or a roller. The disc or blank, this is called as disc or blank, takes the shape of the male form. This is the male form. Okay, this can be called as a male form, mandrel or a die. This can be called as a disc or blank. Okay, so what shape it takes at the end? It takes the shape of the male form. So this is by step process of metal spinning. So at starting, this is the disc or blank. Okay, this is the mandrel or male form. Okay, what are going to do? It is the spindle. It is me mounted with the headstock. Okay, so first at the start, the shape of, initial shape of the disc is this one, and using a roller tool. Okay, it can be for giving the pressure. We are going to use the roller tool. So using the roller tube on the outside of the disc. Okay, which in turn takes the place of the male form. Okay, so this disc takes the shape of the, okay, this is the shape of the disc. Okay, it takes the shape of the male form after applying the pressure through the roller tool. So and this is the final process. Okay, it takes the complete shape of the mandrel or male form. Okay, so this is called as the metal spinning. So these are the products made by metal spinning. Okay, so normal vessels we have been using in your kitchen, so most of the metals are formed through metal spinning process. So these are some of the everyday examples. Okay, Coca-Cola bottle, a tin, Coca-Cola tin bottle, it is made through metal spinning process. So I always wondered how these commonly seen objects are made. Now you would have finally got your answers. Okay, so in my younger age I have been thinking how these are made. Okay, so now you have got the answer for those. What are the critical questions when metal spinning process is used? Okay, when you can use the metal spinning process? Okay, is the metal you are working with ductile? Okay, ductile material is nothing but a stretchable material. Okay, a ductile material can be stretched into a wire, so the metal should be ductile. Is the final product is axis symmetry. Is a product to be used for artistic application or commercial applications like bell, rocket nose, cooking ware, etc. You can use the metal spinning process. Is the time you have is less and production number is high. If you want a large number of production, you can use the metal spinning process. Do you need a mirror machine? Mirror machine is nothing but the opposite side. Okay, mirror part. So there are three types of metal spinning techniques. One is manual, power spinning, and tube spinning. So manual spinning is the application of pressure using a roller tool. So practice by pressing a tool against a circular metal form involves no significant thinning of work metal, essential a shaping process used for prototype manufacture or in production runs less than 1000 pieces. If the production is less than 1000 pieces per day, you can use the manual spinning. Okay, so power spinning is used when metal is deformed using the higher shear forces, use of automated CNC machines, significant thinning of metal preforms, suitable for high production runs. Okay, if the production rate is high, so you need to use power spinning. So what is tube spinning? Thickness of cylindrical parts reduced by spinning them on cylindrical mandrel rollers. Okay, thickness can be reduced by using tube spinning. So again we are going to see the process of spinning. Okay, the same. I'm going to explain it step by step. A disc of metal is revolved at controlled speeds on a machine similar in design to a machine lathe. Okay, so this is a disc. Okay, where how it is going to be revolved at controlled speeds on a machine which is similar like a lathe. Okay, it is a lathe because it has a headstock and a tailstock. Okay, using tailstock we are going to support the disc. Okay, using the headstock the spindle is going to be rotated. Okay, in the spindle we are going to be fix the mandrel or mail form. Instead of clamping chuck common on a machine lathe, a wood or metal mandrel is used. So you will be clamping a workpiece in the chuck. Okay. So in this you will be using a wood or metal mandrel. Okay. That is the die. The external shape of the mandrel corresponds to the internal contour of the part to be produced. Okay. So the blank is clamped between spinning mandrel and a follower on the tailstock spindle. The mandrel, blank and follower are then set in rotation at control speeds. So the mandrel, okay, this is the mandrel, this is the blank, okay, both are set to rotation at the control speeds. Spinning tools or spinning rollers are forced against the rotating blank either by hand or by auxiliary power or both. That is a roller. Using the roller, we will be giving the pressure on the external side of the disc or blank. Okay, it can be automated by using a CNC machine also. Employing a series of axial and radial strokes, the blank is spun into mandrel, causing the metal to flow to the shape of the desired part. So again they have been telling about the step by step process. First process is metal forming. Okay, step 1 is a metal forming. Step 2 is the trimming. Okay, parts have been spun or trimmed at the end to blunt sharp edges. Okay, there will be sharp edges at the end, so we are going to trim the sharp edges and also to bring the component to the desired length. Step 3 is the finishing. Finishing is done at very high RPM so that a minimum of force need to applied and very smooth strokes can be used. The flat side of duckbill spinning tool is used for straight surface and rounded side for curves and radii. So lubricant, okay, Lubricants are essential in all metal spinning operation, regardless of the performed shape or composition or type of metal spinning tools that are being used. So, facilitate easy removal of the part from the mandrel and also help improve the surface finish of finished component. We will be using cup grease or tallow as our lubricants. So, why lubricants are used? To facilitate easy removal of the part from the mandrel. After finishing, to remove the part from the mandrel and to improve the surface finish, they are going to use the lubricants. Lubricants are being used before and during the spinning operation. So these are some of the merits. Okay, you can see the merits on your own. So these are some of the demerits of metal spinning process. I'll attach this PPT. You can see what are the demerits. So then we will be going to the applications. Okay, major applications of metal spinning are baskets, baskins, bowls, bottom for tanks, hoppers, kettles, housings for blowers, fan, filters and flywheel, ladles, nozzles, orifices, tank outlet, cone, covers, cups, funnel, cylinder, domes and drums, rings, hemispheres and shell, ventures and fan wheels. Okay, so these are major applications of metal spinning. So these are parts formed using the metal spinning. Okay, I'm going to show you a video of metal spinning. So you can see the video of metal spinning. So this is the disc or blank and this is the mandrel or male form. Okay, so lubricant is applied. So this is called as the spinning tool. So to give the manual pressure, and spinning tool is the manual pressure is given outside the disc. Okay, so at final the disc takes the shape of the mandrel. You can see the video. So the mandrel is holded by the chuck and the disc is holded by the tailstock. Both are rotated at control speeds. So the manual pressure is given by the spinning tool. Okay, so we have got the final product after spinning. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can type in the comment section.